Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. It's been a very long time since I did a video, as always. As at the start of all my videos, I always apologise for how long it's been since the previous upload. I just can't get good at it, I guess. So I'm very sorry about that. But I was want to talk about Elvis for a surprise. In this video, I wanted to review one of his mid-60s soundtracks because I got the FTD for it on vinyl back in, I think it was back in January, because they dropped down in price. So I was like, okay, I might as well get one because I failed to get the American sound ones because they got reduced in price and then they went in about 2 seconds, and then there was people putting them on eBay for about £250. So that was very annoying, but oh well. So yeah, I was going to review Roustabout. Well, I am reviewing Roustabout. I wasn't going to, I am doing it now. But yeah, this is one of Elvis's better soundtracks, I'd say. It's really short. I think it's almost less than 20 minutes long. And I'm pretty sure the second side is less than 10 minutes long because it's just really short. It's a short, sweet soundtrack, which is kind of what Elvis's soundtracks should be, I guess. Especially when a lot of them, they have songs that only really sort of fit in the film. They're not really supposed to be listened to in isolation of the film because they are movie songs. But this is one of I think Elvis's better offerings in terms of the soundtracks. After this, the soundtracks did go down in quality a little bit, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. If you disagree, then you can disagree. It's absolutely fine. Nobody will get angry or anything. Anyway, so Roustabout, I mean, I do like that cover of Elvis. I think he looked pretty cool, but I always thought his hairstyle looked just a bit, you know, I like his hairstyle when it's sort of like wavy, you know, like in the early 60s when he came out from the army. He had that really high pompadour, but it also looked really wavy and he had a bit of curl in it. It was really quite cool. Whereas here, it's a bit too flat for me. It's just a bit slick back. It's a bit like, it's just a movie cut, I guess, that he had. But I've got two copies of the album. I've got this, which is the original 1964 UK mono, because the living stereo, I mean, I wouldn't have searched out the stereo anyway, but like the stereo apparently goes for a lot of money, and I looked it up and it does go for a lot of money. But yeah, it's a pretty decent shift. I got this from a charity shop for £10. Charity shop prices, I don't really know how they work for records, but this is one of the better finds I've had in a charity shop. I've not really found a vinyl record in a charity shop in ages. So yeah, I mean, I could get an upgrade for that eventually, but it's a very nice copy to have. And then this, I picked up, well, I didn't pick it up, I got it from the Elvis shop London in January. I really like that cover. As soon as I picked it up, I noticed these sort of like black, dark circles in the background. It's just like the pattern of the background, but like you can see it quite well there. But like whenever I'd seen people like show this album on YouTube, like I never noticed that. It's just cool that you just sort of notice stuff when you actually have it on vinyl. It's so nice to have these like albums like these on vinyl. I mean, they are special, nice limited edition. But yeah, it's a really nice copy. Well, obviously, but it's a what I'm trying to say. It's a really nice cover. That's what I was trying to say. Same sort of artwork style as the original cover with the Elvis Roustabout text. And it you know, I really love like the movie FTDs, especially because they sort of give you the vibe of like the original 60s covers, because you know they have the picture of Elvis and then they have the tracks listed on the front, but they just look so nice. Like whoever, I don't know who like designs the covers, but like the covers for FTD, they are very nice. They're always really well done. And then this is the back, a nice photo of Elvis in his red jacket. There's a lot of, there's a lot of takes of Roustabout on this album. It's like, I've only listened to this through all the way in one go before. To be honest, I don't have a lot of time to listen to records. So like, I've only played this like once and a half really, which is annoying because I would like to play it more. But I just don't have time sometimes. But there is a lot of takes of Roustabout. I mean, on side 3, there's 4 takes of Roustabout. I mean, there's I'm a Roustabout, and then there's 3 versions of the actual Roustabout song. But you know, this album, it's a pretty decent offering, I'd say. I mean, it opens up with the title track Roustabout. I mean, that's one of my favourite songs. well, not one of my favourite songs, one of my favourite songs on the album. It's just a really nice song. It's short and sweet, doesn't hang around too long. It's just a really nice vocal performance by Elvis. It's got a really nice rhythm to it. But I mean, this album came out in 1964, and I've never seen the film, but I've seen like the photos of like Elvis riding on his like bike with his leather jacket on, and I think it just looks so cool. I mean, I really wish they'd done like a single cover photo, or like just some sort of photo shoot, or like an album cover with him like with that leather jacket on the bike. He looks so cool. It would have been a great cover for a single, I think. But I mean, this album came out in 1964, and Elvis hadn't had a #1 single in about a year by then, I think. So I think they could have really done with a single from this album, and the song I think they could have done with is the song that's after Roustabout, which is Little Egypt. I love Little Egypt. It's one of my favourite movie songs that Elvis did. It's by far the best song on the album, I think. I mean, it's a cover by, I can't remember who did it originally, but it's a cover. But Elvis does a great version of it. Him and the Nashville session guys, they give a great performance. It's just a great, catchy song. I mean, it's just got a great vocal melody, great beat to it. You know, you tap your foot along to it, you'd sort of sway along to it. It's a really great song. And I think they should have really put this out as a single and backed it with Roustabout. Either that or It's a Wonderful World, because I don't think any of the other songs would have been great on the single, at least when, you know, Little Egypt would have been the A side. But I don't think that would have got to #1, but I think it could have given Elvis a top 10, maybe even a top 5 hit, which he would have really needed. I mean, the Beatles were absolutely demolishing everybody on the charts at this time, and Elvis already had the song Memphis, Tennessee stolen from him pretty much, because Johnny Rivers released it because he heard Elvis's version. I was like, man, I really should record that. So he recorded that, he released it, he beat Elvis to it. So Elvis could have really done with a single, and I think it would have been really good if Elvis could have had a single. But then he did have Crying in the Chapel the following year. But who knows? I mean, if Elvis had had a single and maintained his popularity, then he might not have gone on to do a comeback and then record some great stuff after the films. It's just funny thinking about how different history could be when like little things are different. I don't know. But there's other songs on this album that I really like. I mean, Poison Ivy League, it's not bad. Because all the songs are really short and the album's quite short, I wouldn't really skip any of the songs because I only listen to it on vinyl anyway. But Poison Ivy League, it's an okay song. I mean, the lyrics are a bit, yeah, but it's not a bad song. I can't actually remember. I think the track listing's different on the front cover of this. Hard Knocks. That's a pretty good song. Sort of like talking about your youth and his upbringing. Sort of. It's a really nice. It's a really good song. It's quite catchy, I'd say. It's not a bad song. I don't think I'd skip it, to be honest, but it's a pretty good song. And then It's a Wonderful World. That's a really nice song. That's probably what the top 3 best songs on the album for me. It's just a really nice Elvis song. I don't know if it's better than Wonderful. Is it Wonderful World from the film? I think is it Live a Little? No, I can't remember. Is it Live a Little, Love a Little? I can't remember what the film is, but it's on the Flaming Star album, because I know James really likes that song, and I told him to listen to this, and he said, I don't think it's as good as that song. But what do you think? I can't remember what the song is. Oh no, I can remember what the song is, but I can't remember which film it is. Whoever can remember, put it in the comments, because there'll be loads of people out there who know more stuff than me. And then side 1 closes with Big Love, Big Heartache, which I actually really like. It's got a nice background vocal melody by the Jordanaires, and it's just a nice sort of easy song to finish off the side. And then I'm gonna have to remember. I think actually, yeah, it does show them in the correct order on the cover of the FTD. But I'll show you the vinyl then. You got the red spot, RCA Victor. Very nice. I mean, it's got some scratches when you put it in the light, but oh well. But yeah, side 2 opens up with One Track Heart, which has got a pretty catchy bass intro, to be honest. It's got a pretty cool melody to it. And you know, it's just another catchy movie song. I mean, it's another good song. I really do like that song. Can't really knock it, I guess. And then you get two sort of little ditty songs, which are It's Carnival Time and Carny Town. They're sort of both the same song. They're both really short. They're both about a carnival, I guess. I've not seen the film, so I don't really know where these songs fit in the film. But let me know if it's a good film. I mean, I haven't got it on DVD or anything, so I don't really have any way of watching it. But yeah, those two songs are quite sort of little simple, short songs. They're sort of for the movie. Those are the sort of songs that you can imagine, you know, that's for the movie. It's not really for like an album on its own, I guess. But they had to fill up the album with the songs from the movie. And then you get There's a Brand New Day on the Horizon, and I'm pretty sure almost all the songs on side 2 are less than 2 minutes long, which is quite amazing. There's a Brand New Day on the Horizon. I mean, you don't really get more optimistic than that, do you? It's a very optimistic song. It's very nicely sung by Elvis. It's a really good song. And then Wheels on My Heels, very, very short closer, but it's got a good beat to it. And then the album's over before you know it. The album's over in about 20 minutes, and it goes by so quickly. But you know, I mean, I just really love these FTDs. I mean, they're so beautiful. I mean, even with like the albums that are like the ones I wouldn't even go to that much in Elvis's discography, the FTDs make me like the albums even more than I would do without them, because they're such a nice package, and the outtakes are just great sound quality on all of them, all of the ones that I own at least. So you get the information there, and I always forget that there's a big blurb there, and I've still not read it all. I keep forgetting to. I mean, I just don't even realise it's there, to be honest. But then I'll show you one of the vinyls. It's on the RCA Victor dog label with the nice stereo in the bottom, and it's just the same for the second vinyl, so we'll be getting that out. But I mean, for Girls FTD, I mean, that was almost 3 of them ago now, because they brought out Raised on Rock, which I'd never got. I don't know if I'll get it, because it's not really one of my favourites. And they're also bringing out, what are they bringing out? God, it's the film where he's a boxer. I can't remember what the film is. That's shocking. Kid Galahad, that's the one. Bloody hell, I can't believe I forgot that. But yeah, they're bringing out an FTD of that next, which is this month actually, and it should be coming out any day now, because we're almost halfway. We are halfway through April, and it's not come out yet. So I might consider getting that, because it would be nice to have the songs from Kid Galahad on vinyl. And it also looks like a really nice package. But yeah, Roustabout is one of the better 60s films, I'd say. Probably in the top 6 films. I mean, top 6 film soundtracks that he put out. Maybe a bit below that, because this was the last one that I thought was quite good, and then after that we sort of go down in quality a bit. You know, you got ones like, I mean, I've still not really gotten into Girl Happy that much, and then you've got Frankie and Johnny. I mean, if you like Frankie and Johnny, that's alright, but I really do not like that album. I've listened to it once or twice, and I just do not like it. But I'm not here to be negative, I'm here to be positive. But beautiful FTD there, and a really nice, short, sweet album by Elvis. So yeah, I don't know what my next Elvis video. I was thinking of going through all of his albums that I own on vinyl pretty much, or at least all the studio albums, or I don't know, and just going through them all and reviewing them. Because it would be nice to review albums like Potluck, because that's quite an underrated album in my opinion. And Elvis is Back, and of course other albums like From Elvis in Memphis. I don't own all of Elvis's albums on vinyl though, still. I don't have all of his studio albums, so I still don't own the Comeback Special either on vinyl. Still need to get that. But let me know if you'd like to see me go through all of his albums and just review them all, because it would be a task, and it'd probably take me 3 years at the rate that I upload. But let me know. And also let me know your thoughts on Roustabout, if you think it's a good film, if you recommend it to me, if I should go watch it at some point, and also how it ranks with the other Elvis films for you, film soundtracks for you. For me, in the early 60s, I think Blue Hawaii is definitely the best one for me, and then probably Girls, and maybe Spin Out, because that's got some great bonus songs on it. But that's the end of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.